Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Talk with the Titans, live from London, UK, all the way to the US of A and worldwide. I'm your host, Kalam, and this is Talk with the Titans. Oh, man. You know what, yeah? It's going to be a lit show today. We're going to start off real slow, and then we're going to speed it up a little bit, and we're going to slow it down again, and then we're going to get real hard into it. Who's ready for tonight's show? Let me know. I see my notification gang members are just ganging it out. I want to know, where's my scholar gangs at? Scholar gang, where you at there, family? It's going to be a powerful show today. So first and foremost, let me do a quick shout outs, man. Let me do a quick shout outs to my to everybody who's commenting there. We got Honey L in the building, Anonymous Singh in the building, Vet T Gans, Mad Khan, Christian Yakuza Nation, Hisoka PO, Betty, Taker. Everybody's here, man. Everybody's here, man. What you saying, young Cal? Yo, where you at, family? Where you at? If you're not here, I don't know where you at. Bernie Stacks is in the building as well. So I'm gonna start off slow. So family, tell a friend to go and tell a friend into Titans TV. All right, do that for us. Okay? Let's get it popping. Content over everything. Phil was good, family. Oh man, medicine man. Hey, yo, medicine man. I like that smile. Oh man. So you know what? Yeah, secretly, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna front. Yeah, I'm bare killing time. I'm bare killing time. What I mean by that is, I've got a few people that's looking to come through, but the time difference and people's schedules are mad crazy right about now. So unfortunately, time until we get it popping. Let's get it popping. Join in, man. Who wants to join in? If you would like to join in, actually, holler at me, message me, inbox me, however you can. Google Plus, yeah, I'm here. Facebook, whatever it is, holler at me. Let me know you like the link and you like to get it in, and you like to do what we do. I'm about to do some shopping, so let me know if you would like to come in. Mad Khan says, good to see Callum's video, not on the anti. Well, you never know. And put that in the Quran. Hey, okay, you lot going crazy. Isaac, not Ishmael, what's good? Shalom, brothers and sisters, and salute to the melanin people that's pushing truth and sincerity. All right, salute to you. Sarah in the building. Hey, yo, Sar, man, where you at, fam? To be jumping in. Like, I don't know why you're not jumping in yet. Before I'm on my phone, when I hit the link you sent me to a page that says no conversations. Damn, son. All right, send me your email. All right, send me your email. If you want to join in, just send me your email then. You can get it popping. Jeez. Okay, let me just, sorry family, sorry about this. I just gotta waste a little bit more time because everybody's trying to get in. I got my Muslim family trying to get in, who ain't on that BS that some people are sprouting. And we got my Kemetic brothers that want to get in as well. So, but the time frame is mad crazy. Okay. Yeah. PO, we're gonna do that topic another day, King. We're gonna have to do that topic another day. Today is a day of retribution. Jeez. Oh man. Let's see. Cool. Is Saracen and Dow Digital the heavyweights coming on today? Y'all taking a mic, aren't you? Y'all taking a mic. But if y'all want to come in, y'all can come in, y'all can come in. Let's see. So, where shall we start today, Abby? Where are we starting? Sorry, I apologize, because I got pure messages just flying in. Lord Berisama. You lot are funny. Bring Brother Ty. I know Brother Ty needs to be here ASAP. Okay, let me do this. Let me just do this, Let me do this. Let me just expose the nonsense, actually. Let me expose the nonsense. Let's do this real quickly. You see this here? Can y'all see that? Man says dick worshippers been exposed. Yeah. He's getting that nonsense here from, where is he getting that nonsense from? From Shaitan whispering into the hearts of mankind. So let's just actually have a look. So they call the obelisk something to do with a penis or something like that. Let's, this is what we'll do. We'll just do this. Much like this is what I'm saying. I don't even have to do much. Let's just see what an obelisk is and what it actually represents. Oof, what's going on here? I really didn't spell obelisk correctly. Okay. So obviously in ancient Egypt, we never called it an obelisk. That's the Greek terminology for it. We actually called it a techen or a techenu. Okay. This is the techen or the techenu. And then right at the top is what we would consider to be a ben. Okay. And let's see what it actually is. Just a quick Wikipedia search for some people who have, no time to actually do proper research. Let's just see, what does it represent? Let's see. Okay, obelisks were prominent in the architecture of the ancient Egyptians, who placed them in pairs as the entrance of temples. The word obelisk, as used in English today, is of Greek rather than Egyptian origin, because Herodotus, the Greek traveler, was one of the first classical writers to describe the objects. A number of ancient Egyptian obelisks are known to have survived, plus the unfinished obelisk found from its quarry at Aswan. These obelisks are now dispersed around the world, and fewer than half of them remain in Egypt. The earliest temple obelisk still in its original position, etc., etc., etc. Let's see. The obelisk symbolizes the sun god Ra, and this is just Wikipedia. I'm not even saying this information is right or wrong. I'm just gonna give it to you like this. And during the brief religious reformation of Akhenaten, was said to be a petrified ray. The sun disk. So it's actually supposed to be a bright light or a ray of light that actually hits the ground, or it's actually the light from the ground reaching back into the skies. Look at that. It was also thought that the god existed within the structure. Ben was the mound that arose from the primordial waters Nu, upon which the god Atum settled in the creation story of Heliotoplian creation myth from an Egyptian religion. The Ben stone, also known as a pyramidion, is the top stone of the Egyptian pyramid. It is obelisk. Imagine that. Imagine that. If you could just do something like that real quickly, like y'all love Wikipedia, don't you? Y'all love Wikipedia. So even Wikipedia is like, y'all talking a bunch of BS. A bunch of BS. So he changed it now from worshippers, because I'm going to use that terminology than whatever he used, to idol worshippers. Kalam, please can you give some context to the title of this video? Indeed. I really didn't want to start it yet. Because why? Because I'm still waiting for the gang to actually come in. I'm still waiting for everybody to just pass through and see what they're saying. Hold on, give me 1 second again, family. Snapsicles. All right. So where you at? My gosh. Hold on 1 second. Oh man, father duties, of course. Imagine that. Sorry, family. Sorry about that. We are gonna get it popping. Okay. Oh yeah, for real, man. Like thumbs up there's over 100 people tuned in right now, and y'all ain't even thumbing up the video. This is a little prelude. And y'all ain't even thumbing up. Come on, family. Was good. Let me see. All right, cool. King, come through. Let's vibes. Tivion, I'm still waiting for you, King, man. Come on, Tivion. Let's go, Tivion. Brother Maku's passing through. Who else should I get up on in here? But anyways, so if you guys that don't actually know, let me actually show you what this video is potentially about. If we get this popping just right. So the other day, there was the video that was broadcasted on Muhammad Tawheed's channel. It's called Islam, Afrocentricity, and Black History, Episode 1, Pharaoh Akhenaten, Kemet and Islam. Now, in this video, there was a lot of things that was actually being spouted as though it was factual, spouted as though it was actually delivering some major blows to the Kemetic community. That's what it actually seemed like. For those people who don't actually know anything about Kemet, it would actually seem as that. Thankfully for me and other brothers who actually know Kemetic information, we're not going to let that slide, are we? No, we're not. We're not going to let that slide. We're going to have to come back and destroy the lies and put forward the truth. That is literally the teachings of Ma'at. Any adherent of Ma'at knows that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Realize the truth, or realize Ma'at, truth, justice, order, and so forth, okay? And destroy, uproot, tear out, smite, the isfet, the corruption, the disease that's in people's heart. It should be taken out, okay? So thankfully, today, we're actually going to go through those things. Emotep, my brother, sir. If you're there, King, Emotep.
Imhotep, son, Uncle Jed, Uncle Josh Annette, to the panel. Shout out to the brother Big Avell. What up, people at home? I'm hearing Muslims saying goofy stuff on the low, huh? I'm hearing Muslim Mock saying goofy, weird stuff on the low.
Yeah, buddy. They really are. They really are. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault. Why? Because they're in a state of ignorance, and they're in a state of they're in a spell of sleep. Rahubat to my brother Maku. I think you might just have to break down what the spell of sleep and the spell of ignorance is that's pervading the people as of now. You come to do today.
Exactly. We come to deal with that spell of Leviathan, that spell of sleep. Do you get what I'm saying? That's been cast out here. But peace and love to the family, divine blessing to the community, and scholar gang. To anyone who knows. Yeah.
Oh man. Guess what? We live, baby. We live. We lit, baby. We lit. Oh man. Jeez. Where is this? Konsu. Everybody, let me get my American followers in, my subscribers in, my fellow team members, Team Osiris, my brothers from there. Let's get them in right about now. So let me just check it out. Because I seem we have to now go into something because everybody's not here. Let me actually share my screen a little bit, and let me just shout out. Going to do is this. Let's see, roughly around here. Let me push that forward a little bit. And once more. Yeah, about here.
Like this,
Did I just do a nonsense? I think I just did. Apologies, family. Apologies. Jeez. I should have started with that, the man were black ganged out. So
don't make me laugh, Kalam.
Let me turn this on.
Saracens for later.
Hold on. Hold on, let me get you lot to mute your mics quickly. Mute your mics, because I'm just about to play the stuff that the brother was saying, because it's quite low. The stuff that the brother was saying is quite low. Constantly, mute your mic, G. Okay. Let's go.
one of the individuals, I got his name, Kalam or Kalam or something like that, that he said, first of all, Kalam or Kalam, I like to, I appreciate it because I saw some of his criticisms, and he did it in a very respectful way. and he did it in a very charming way. You know, and he's showed a lot of respect, which we do appreciate. But we're all for this. We're all for intelligent discussion on an intelligent reason. This is what the Quran teaches. Come to let's come to just word, an equal word between us and you. One God. We're all for this. What we're not for are childish and immature insults. If they're going to say the prophet was this or the prophet was that, listen, we're not going to listen and really sit with or take any credence from people who speak like that. But people want to say, bring their evidence why they believe came from another tradition, why they don't believe Islam came from this tradition, why they believe Muhammad, the Prophet is a prophet or not. So yeah, this is how we we can try to discuss, or hopefully we can try and reason with people. But if they're just going to come with...
So let me just stop it right there. Okay, so so let's keep it on that vibe. I'm going to definitely keep it on that vibe, because I definitely have that respect and honor to the brother, to the teacher, to the ustad, to the scholar. I have respect for him. I definitely do. I definitely have respect for any black man, African man, that actually stands up tall within inside of a own tradition or within inside of their own community and put forward works and are respected in the community, and they're quite poised. They're very well conducted. They have a good sense of morals or display of morals. Okay, well spoken as well. So I have a lot of respect for the brother. I definitely do. I may not agree with everything that he says, but that doesn't mean I'm actually going to disrespect the brother. Of course not. Definitely not going to disrespect the brother. So let's just keep it on that. So I'm letting my family members know I'm not actually going to tolerate any of that going on the show today or inside of the comment sections or anything of that nature taking place. It's not going to happen. Okay. So in that being said, let's actually get into it. Let's actually get into it. And let me see, where else do we go? Let me bring this over here, because I took a few little notes down. And yeah, let's start it off. Actually, furthermore, before we start off, let me just get Konsu in quickly. Konsu, what are you saying, King? Konsu.
Peace, family, peace. What's good, man?
Jeez,
word been on the streets, man. We got some cats that's disrespecting the scholar gang. So people come out, to protect the squad and the gang, famo. You know how we do. All the way from the U.S. Once we hear that bird cry, we come to do what we need to do, man. So it's all good.
Jeez, I love that. So, let's get it started right now. I'm gonna go to the first section 23 or minute 23. So if you guys, can follow along. So I'm gonna give you all the timestamps. Okay, all the timestamps. You know what we do over here? We source everything. If we say something, we expect to be held to task to actually prove what we're actually teaching or saying. So let me go quickly now to the 23-minute mark, and let's see what the brother has to say.
Remarks. Yep, thank him. Did it in a very nice way, very respectful way, which we appreciate. However, we're not going to do someone's. I'm not going to do my homework for him or for anyone. So for what I saw he was saying in some of his videos was, where the Afrocentric writers are not saying this, you're not quoting anyone. Hold on, I made in the first page there was a footnote which is a reference to who from the Afrocentric writers have saying this. There are more
saying what exactly?
Yeah, he was saying who are affirming that Islam and the monotheistic traditions that they evolved or came from or took from the Pharaoh Akhenaten, who he was the one who preached monotheism. So it was undermining that, and which obviously, as mentioned in the leaflet, clearly Pharaoh Akhenaten, clearly another example just of another Tawheed Pharaoh.
Okay.
He called people to worship himself, or called people to go through him, and then to worship him, and then he would worship the sun god.
going to stop it right there. I'm going to stop it right there because I don't know. You lot let me know if you lot saw that video that I did. The very first video debunking that pamphlet. Family, let me know. I want some crowd participation because I'm about to bring up that pamphlet in a hot second. And I want to know, did you lot see that pamphlet being destroyed over here on Talk with the Titans?
Yes, Kalam, we saw it. We saw it.
I see Gabs crunch it up when they first brought it up. A lot of misinformation. Quoting Tamara El Ceuta. Which you could quote Tamara El Ceuta. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, if she's trying to represent the Ramet's lifestyle, I'm gonna defend her today too. Anybody can get it today. That's right.
I love it. I love it. So let's get into it. Let me just show you, what we did. Hold on. Let me do the entire screen because it's not allowing me to do what I want to do. So let's just go quickly through just to refresh your memories of what we did. This is the pamphlet, the very first attempt of actually bringing something. It says here, let me start from the beginning. Tawheed, the Fair Akhenaten and the Kemetic Afrocentrics, a refutation of Afrocentric writings on Islam, part 1. And it says here, however, some of the Afrocentric Kemetic thinkers have asserted that Islam has merely adopted Tawheed from the ancient Egyptian Pharaoh Akhenaten. Excellent. So now we go to see which, as you can see here, 1 and 2, lets you know that we're actually giving you Afrocentric scholars that are actually saying these things. And usually in footnotes, okay, you now give a reference as to where it is, okay? So you've given us a reference of Malefi K. Asante in this one here, okay? Number 2, you gave us another reference of Yosef ben Yochanan, okay? And then number 3, which I didn't even spend no time and I just had to discard because that's not an Afrocentric Kemetic writer, which is Ahmed Osman. I wouldn't even classify him as that. He's like a European-looking Egyptian that has his own claims that Muslims and other people who he's selling his books to are gravitating towards. That's got nothing to do with Kemet. So we definitely went through this. We dissected it. We looked up your references. We went to your page numbers, everything. We followed the correct procedure, okay? We followed the correct procedure. And what did we find? And nil, zilch, nada. We found absolutely nothing to substantiate your initial thing. I think one of the first thing was Dr. Ben was talking about pre-Christianic crosses. Pre-Christianic crosses. And it may have mentioned Akhenaten. I can't remember if we even mentioned Akhenaten. Had nothing to do with monotheism. Had nothing to do with the claim whatsoever. Then the second author was Malefi K. Asante. He was talking about how the different nomes came to utilizing natural philosophy, came to the conceptualization of oneness of the creator, and how everything in terms of the universe came into being from the different schools of thoughts. Had nothing to do with Akhenaten, had nothing to do with monotheism, had nothing to do with Islam at all. So it came to my attention that my brother is actually just throwing in sources, citing sources, throwing in page numbers. You know, when you're at uni or college and you're actually rushing to do your coursework and you're just picking out this everywhere from the internet, okay, and just pushing it in there, and you're just hoping that nobody reads your footnotes. The footnotes, we actually read the footnotes and we was confused. We was baffled. You can see this video. The video is still up, okay? The video is still up. Just literally go back into the Talk of the Titans shows. You will see it. Something like, refuting or destroying Islamic scholarship or something like that. I've done about 2 videos on it, okay? And that was over. It was game over. You went off. You said, you know what? Let's take this. Did take all the leaflets out of circulation because on reflection, we now know that we need to do an addendum. We now know we need to amend what we put out initially. But no, lo and behold, like my brother, I don't know what happened. I thought you was going on the right path to be like, I'm going to fix this up. You wanted to come back and say, I am not going to do my homework for you. No. Let's get that repeated. I want to get that repeated. Please. Let's just quickly get that repeated so you can actually see what's going on and see if this makes any sense to you guys. Okay. What was the number, Mark, again? It was 2245. Okay, 2245. I was baffled when I heard this because I want to know, like, where does this make sense?
So yeah, but this is a good point. And another thing, yeah. So with regards to this, the guy Kalam, what he says in his remarks, that thank him, did it in a very nice way, very respectful way, which we appreciate. However, we're not going to do someone's. I'm not going to do my homework for him.
I'm not going to do my homework for him. I'm not going to do my homework for him. I don't know. Does anybody see where my brother has gone wrong with that statement there? Help me. Is it just me that's over intellectualizing things, or can everybody else see the nonsense that's taking place?
You know he messed up.
You know you messed up, right?
Yeah.
Right? All right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're gonna be polite about it, but yeah. That makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah. Yeah, Kalam, you're not gonna do my homework for me, okay? You hear me? You're not gonna do my research for me, Kalam.
It was crazy. It was actually crazy. Like, you presented work, you presented something, you presented a claim, okay? And now you're saying you're not going to do your own research to present to other people. Like, you've made your claim, okay? You've made your claim. Your sources are, they're completely booked. They're completely fraudulent. They're completely fallacious. Like, they're fraudulent. Like, to be real with you, you perpetuated a fraud against the elders, number one. Okay? Yeah. It was fraudulent. Yeah. And now you're going to say, you know what? It's there somewhere, but I'm not going to show it to you. I'm not going to show it to you. What is that? So if it's actually there and you're hiding it and you're concealing it, what does that make you? It makes you a kafir. It makes you a kafir in the sense you're actually hiding, concealing, and disclosing something you know to be true. And you're not doing it for my benefit. You're doing it and it's harming you. It's actually harming you. You're supposed to be presenting some, like, for example, I'm going to make a claim about Islam. Muhammad worshipped idols, right? Muhammad worshipped idols, right? And then the person asked me, like, so where does it say he worshipped idols? I'm not going to do my homework for you. I'm not going to give you that information. Like, does that even make sense, bruv? That doesn't make no sense at all. You make a claim, but you don't want to present your information to back up and substantiate your claim. So why would I even take your claim serious in the first place? Like, this is why I didn't want to do a rebuttal video to this. Gabs is the one that hyped it and is like, we're going to do something. I'm like, why? Really? Like, why? What is actually inside of this video now, merits a response, merits a critique, merits an analysis, merits even it to be peer reviewed. Like, I shouldn't even have to review this video.
We stuck at the beginning.
And we've just started. Statement. Like, should I even continue? At this point, I should just close the book or just close the video and be like, okay, I'm all right, cool. Sure. But you know what I mean? Is there, like, when somebody makes a claim, the burden of proof is on that person. Why you want to pass the buck over to somebody else who's not even making the claim? Disprove my claim. None. Prove your claim first before I can disprove your claim. How am I going to falsify something when you haven't even shown you're working out? You know what I mean? Is there, like, you haven't even shown it to me. Let me continue. This is going to get interesting now. So, 22:45. Is it 22:45? 23? Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to find where this is now. So Muhammad spoke about penis worship or something along those lines. Let's see, where exactly is it?
As well. There was something.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. I found it. Let me actually pull up the screen for you guys, because this is, I'll tell you the screen. Actually, you'll always see it anyway. You'll always see it. I don't even have to say nothing to you guys. So right here now we have 24 minutes, 30-second mark. Okay, so we just jumped like a couple minutes.
So after scanning through this brochure as well, there was something that I found to be amazingly profound. I'd never heard of anything like it before, and actually surprised me that I hadn't come across something so. I don't think I can use another word for it as well. Is it correct to say that they actually have some teachings of the worship of the male private part, possibly the female private part? And then the second part of this question would be, it also mentions something to do with the fact that the shape of the pyramids was derived from the females, from something that, I'll leave it to you, inshallah, to expand on this.
That's a sort of side point, but that has been mentioned by some historians. The male phallus.
What represents exactly?
Some of them, like the obelisk, for example, they used to have in Egypt, and then other things like that. And in the case of Akhenaten, that he was portrayed as kind of androgynous.
Like, for me,
Wow.
this just exposed. That just, for me, this really exposes ignorance, like the absolute ignorance. Number one, we all know Muhammad Tawheed has no knowledge of ancient Egypt, no knowledge of Kemet, and he's fishing for something right now. Even Abdul Haq, I don't know about the whole pyramids being in the shape of vaginas and all them things, or derived from vaginas and all them things there. I don't know where you're getting that. Asar King, you there, King?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Could you tell me the ancient Egyptian name for a pyramid? And do you know at all what whence the shape was derived from?
The ancient Ramech name for a pyramid is Merkut. That's why we call it the Merkut Sabiyat, the pyramid text, if you will. So let's just agree with him. I'm just going to agree. Right now, let's agree with the cynic and say it's the shape of a penis. The story would come from two things.
No. It's the shape of a vagina. It's the shape of a vagina.
I've never seen a vagina in a pyramid shape, but
let's just agree.
Yeah,
go on. Let's just agree.
Right.
Go ahead.
He's already messed up the shape. So if it was a tekken, or if the tekken was the shape of a penis, which the top of the tekken is shaped like the pyramids, he's already messed up his geometry. But if it was, and just say it is, we're talking about the story of Seb impregnating Nu above him. We're talking about Seb impregnating the stars.
My brother, I don't even want to give him that much of I don't want to do that. But I don't want to give them that much information, because they're not worthy. Like, the information, I know you're a deep brother, yeah, but I don't even want to give them that deepness information. They're only allowed surface information. Like, there's certain degrees that I'm not even trying to make them enter in. I'm trying to make sure that there's a nice perimeter around the temple. Can't get in. You know, them ways there.
Right. So then I would say two things. Number one, produce a text that says penis worship. Show us the text where it says we worship penis. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find us worshiping penises in any text we have, period. And then number two, show me a vagina that's in the shape of a pyramid. The text that says we think that the vagina is in the shape of the pyramid. Just pull up the text. Show it to us, and show us where we worship these particular things. It's going to be just like this. It's going to be crickets. It ain't going to happen.
Exactly that. And you know what's astonishing me? like, you know, when we're critiquing a particular religion or whatever the case is, we actually go to source material.
Yeah.
We go, all right, cool, let's go Quran. Boom, Quran, Surah chapter, verse number this.
Yeah.
Cool, Hadith, Bukhari this, Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim this, Ibn Majah this, Sunan Abu Dawud this, you know, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Sirah literature this, Maghazi literature this. You know, the way is there, Tabari this, Tafsir this, etc., etc. I have not seen them pull up not one authentic, you know, prime piece of ancient Egyptian material to critique. You know what they reminded me of? Sorry for saying this. Yeah, like, shout out to my Hebrew Israelite brothers, but it's like, you know, the Hebrew Israelites, the Kemets were gay. Yeah. They're homos. Yeah. Look at the dick. There's a penis there. Like, is that as high and as far your mental capacity can actually rise to want to find homosexuality or want to find, I don't know, private parts and all these things? They're like, your mind is such a base level that this is the type of stuff that you want to actually talk about. It's so base, so very base. You know,
and it's anyways, I feel a bit scared when Muhammad Tawheed, aka Dookie Man, who likes to talk about feces, now is talking about male genitalia and saying it's profound. I just think the choice of wording just is a bit strange to me. And you just said something about a penis is profound. Pause. I mean, literally pause.
Right, he's a youth. He's only 40. I'm 43. I'm his elder. But when you start to talk in this fashion, and you're not going to do the homework, and you're telling Kalam you're not going to do your homework, as your elder, my brother, dear Sheikh, go do your homework. You have to do your homework. You have to do your due diligence, because not only are you talking about your ancient African ancestors, you're allowing another culture to debase them, and you're finding agreements have proof for to try to substantiate this. So if you can produce some text that shows where we worship penises, if you could produce some text to show that the pyramid, the Merkut, is a vagina, produce them. Otherwise, renounce your fib or renounce the fact that you didn't do the homework that Kalam assigned to you. Simple as that, brother.
Straight. And let me continue. Let me go again. I'm gonna just bring up some new stuff again. I hate you to even have to do this, man. I really do. So let's just see. I did a little notes. 2850. Okay, 2850. I'm going to actually allow my brother. This is one of the reasons why I'm going to allow him right here.
Indeed, Allah does not forgive anyone who associates partners with him, but if someone who calls, who they said, oh, he got rid of all of the other deities and he got all of Egypt to worship under one God. This is what some the Kemetic writers have said. I'm not talking about people who just gone to Hyde Park in the last 3 or 4 years. We're talking about people who've written on this. We've got their books. We're going to mention the quotes, further quotes. This was actually useful. This Kalam individual. It was actually quite useful because actually we actually did further research. We actually found more to corroborate the argument. So yeah, thanks for that. But we're not going to do someone's homework for them. Which sometimes what we've found over the years is that when isms to people, then because they're not sure of it, then they try to where is that? But well, we know where it is because we've researched it, but we're not going to do your homework for you. So I'm saying, so like people, they want to do the homework for them. Moreover, as well, is that we've also the other thing, another point, Muhammad, is that some of them will say, oh look, you're just using writers who are all European or white.
Yes.
Before we even get onto that point, let's just address what he said so far. Like, this is why I'm going to actually allow him, because he's clearly stating, you know, this leaflet, this flyer wasn't really directed to people that go in Speaker's Corner in the last 3-4 years. It was down to like the Afrocentrics and the Kemetic scholars of the past, and you know, those people he was in contact with. I know Ferrer, you know, he's spoken to people at Speaker's Corner 10 years ago, however long ago it was, in the 90s or 2000s, whatever long ago it was. So they've been speaking to these individuals, and you know, they'd be making those claims. I want to make it really, really, you know, say this very, very loud and proud right now. Me personally, okay? And I think I like to stand and be a person who's a representative for the Kemetic community, especially in the UK, okay? And I'm going to say, if there are any Kemetic scholars, okay, that are teaching, preaching, or asserting anything in the regions of that got Tawheed, or got monotheism, should I say monotheism, that's the right terminology, monotheism from Akhenaten, please cease and desist from saying it. Cease from saying it, because I know I've never said it, or that Gabs has never said it, and I'm pretty sure Sarah has never said it. So definitely you're not talking about us. You're not talking about us, because Akhenaten never brought no monotheism into Kemet. That's something that the Egyptologists have stated, and maybe some scholars could have possibly, you know, repeated or regurgitated that. But I'm pretty sure I have not seen any of those scholars, you know, repeating or regurgitating that. But if they do, I'm going to tell you from now, that's not right and exact. What do I mean by that?
Hold up, Morris, mute your mic.
I've got it. Number one, Kemet, the longest time of its history of actually writing, let's just say from the pyramid text, let's just say at least 4,500 BC, going into the New Kingdom, the Middle Kingdom, etc. They've always had the concept of the one, the monad, the uncreated creator. Furthermore, the all-existing potential. They've always had it. And then it came into existence and brought millions and millions of things into existence. We already have that principle. Like at least 2,000, at least 1,500, at least 2,000 years before any Akhenaten. Akhenaten was literally a blip, one little blip, that was it, little blip, within inside of Kemetic philosophy, a little blip in history, that he was considered a heretic. What he was teaching, the people after him and even before him would have considered what he taught heresy to ancient Egypt. It definitely does not represent the entirety. For those people who want to make that argument, like we worship Akhenaten or something like that, it does not represent the entirety, the 6,000 years. I'm limited it to 6,000 years of Kemetic history. It does not represent that at all. It represents a little blip, a little second, a little minute, a little blip within inside of its history. Okay, and Akhenaten invented something that was quite very much so distinct, and it could be said it was like monotheism for the simple fact it destroyed. Okay, it endeavored to destroy other temple systems. Okay, other temple systems, especially the Amun temple system that was getting very powerful. It wanted to destroy other ones to make sure that this one was at the forefront. So you can technically say it was destroying other deities. That's what you can technically say. Just like the Moses story, where he wanted to destroy other idols and other deities and everybody else's stuff, and just have Yahweh or Elohim Yahweh being the reigning supreme one. That's what you can kind of relate it to. But he did not invent nor teach monotheism in the slightest form. But go ahead, brothers, if anybody would like to add something to that, or you know, correct me, because I could be wrong. You could teach me something. Go ahead, King.
Well, you ain't wrong, Kalam. You was on point there, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, that thing with Akhenaten, I don't even know why they even think that, but we were gonna let them ride with it for a little bit, but now they've been filibustered and the cat's out of the bag. Ha ha. You know what I'm saying? Tutankhamun Almond. You know what I'm saying? His real name, you can't even get his name right. You know what I'm saying? You went for Akhenaten, like, you know what I mean? Like some European interpretation, like, you know what I mean? It's a joke. But didn't he, after trying to destroy those temples, have to leave and set up his own city in the middle of nowhere? You know what I'm saying? Didn't he have to do
That's
that?
right.
Didn't the worship of the Aten, get him no friends? You know what I'm saying? People had to come and meet him out in the hot sun and, you know, get heat stroke and that type of thing, you know what I mean? While he was under an umbrella, according to the reconstructed, what do you call it? What do they call it when they do a film of it? Like a reconstruction, innit? Yeah, when they're doing the reconstructions, they show Akhenaten has an umbrella and he's out there worshipping the Aten and blah, blah, blah. And people, emissaries who are coming to visit him from other kingdoms are dying because, you know what I mean? He's just leaving them out there in the field. They got to stand out there and let the Aten, you know, see if you're real or fake according to your melanin. So, yeah, you're correct in that, yeah.
Trust me. And then again, he repeated the same thing. Like, let me just quickly go back. Let's just read exactly what he said. I don't want us to forget what the brother was saying because it just don't make no sense to me. Let's see. Let's go to about here.
It's homework for them.
Yeah, there we go.
Corroborate the argument. So yeah, thanks for that. But we're not going to do someone's homework for them. Which sometimes what we've found over the years is that when we bring criticisms to people, then because they're not sure of it, then they try to, where is that? Well, we know where it is because we researched it, but we're not going to do your homework for you. So I'm saying, so a lot of people, they want to do their homework for them. And moreover, as well, is that we've also the other thing.
So hold on. You're telling me you found something to corroborate your dead argument, number one. Your dead argument that you was quoting fallaciously, falsely, scholars that asserted certain things. You've now found something. You've now found something that should have been in your footnotes, but you're not going to give it to us. You're not even going to. So that means when you actually put, potentially, I hope you don't, because it's going to be embarrassing yet again. When you potentially re-edit and add to your original leaflet, are you not going to put in the footnotes where the authors are making such and such claims? Or are you simply going to keep redirecting people to books and to items where none of the claims you made was ever even written in there? Is that what you're going to do? Are you going to perpetuate the fraud further? That's what you're saying to me. Like, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to what you're saying, but I'm like, okay, you found something. Okay, so you realize, you was pushed on the back foot. Okay, cool. Checked it. Okay, my sources was book. There's nothing in there with my sources that even substantiates my claim. Okay, all right, cool. Kalam caught me. He actually, God damn it, if it wasn't for those pesky little kids. So you know that this pesky little kid caught you trying to perpetuate a fraud, but now you're not going to add this further information that you found somewhere that corroborated it into your new piece of work because you want me to do my own homework and find where your claim that you've made, which is not substantiated, is right. You actually want me to find something to prove you right. You actually want me to help you with your argument to say that, you know what, Brother Abdul Haq actually had a point. One of our Kemetic scholars said this, and let me present it to my own. Is that what you want me to do? You want me to actually, you know what? Okay, I get you. You want me to rewrite the article for you. You want me to do your own research. That's what you want me to do. You want me to do your own research, rewrite the article for you, yeah? So you can have a better argument. All right, cool, I've got you. I'll help you out. I'll help. This is what I'm saying to you, I'm here for you, family. I'm here for you, If you want to make them crazy claims there, okay? If you want to make crazy claims, I'm here to help you. Just ask for the help. Just ask for the helping hand. Like, Cal, please, can you review this for me? Just do a little bit of hair review. I know you read a lot of books. You know, did you, any time in your journeys, did you find something like this? Help me to make a better argument against you, Callum. Can you do that for me? Don't worry, I've got you, family. I'm okay like that. I'll actually do that for you, you know? But just realize you're being intellectually dishonest. That's what I'm going to say. You're actually being intellectually dishonest. But let me continue. Let me actually continue. Let's just see what the brother actually states over here.
Yeah, another point, Muhammad, is that some of them will say, oh, look, you're just using writers who are all European or white.
Yes.
First of all, this Kalam, I noticed he's quite quick to point out a lot of fallacious arguments and so forth, logical fallacies and so forth. I've noticed some of his videos he does that, but that in itself is a very kind of crude fallacy. Oh, they're all white. Don't take from, and in fact, not all white anyway. And moreover, some of the people who are quoted in the leaflet are Afrocentrics are quoting them themselves. So how can you can quote them? You can quote the same people. So you can go and not say anything. But then, but when we as a Muslim quote the same sources, oh no, I'm not taking this all white. But Kemetic Afrocentrics. Let me give an example. Okay. So this is something.
So before you actually give the example, let me tell you why. Okay, let me tell you why. Okay, let me tell you why. Now let me tell you. What you're trying to say is, you know what? Callum is very good at spotting logical fallacies. I watched several of his videos. He's very sharp, brother. He can spot when somebody's lying to him, okay? He can spot it from a mile off. But guess what, Callum? You know, you are also intellectually dishonest because you're also committing a logical fallacy called the fallacy, the genetic fallacy, basically, okay? Just because something comes from somewhere, he's not going to accept it. I hear you. You know what? And I would say that a lot of Afrocentric people or Kemetic people might be guilty of it. You know, I'm even going to help you here and say, you know, a lot of people might just be guilty of that. But, Callum doesn't deal with that. Callum doesn't deal with that. Unfortunately for you, your whole argument was this. And this is why we have to bring it up. Okay, let me just show you. Let's just see why I'm saying that to you. Tawheed, the Pharaoh Akhenaten, and the Kemetic Afrocentrics. Refutation of Afrocentric writings on Islam. You get it. I just want to know, do you get it? I'm not even going to explain it to you yet. I'm just going to see if everybody else is clued up and smart enough and turned on and brilliant enough to actually spot what's going on here. Your argumentation, your premise, the whole thing of this leaflet is the refutation of Kemetic and Kemetic Afrocentric writers. So therefore, why are you quoting European or Eurocentric writers to substantiate your points? Clearly, you should be utilizing Afrocentric scholars. Utilize Afrocentric scholars to refute us, not utilize Eurocentric scholars. You know what? I'm going to refute Islam, but I'm going to use Christians, but I'm going to utilize Christian sources. No, I'm going to refute, Sunni Islam, but I'm going to utilize Shia sources. That's what you're doing. No, if you're going to say you're going to refute, Sunni writers, utilize Sunni writers to refute it. If you're going to refute Shia writers, utilize Shia writers to refute it. Like, it's that simple. Because otherwise, you're strawmanning. You're actually saying you're going to look at me. Look at me. Let me just show you what you're doing. You're saying to me, look over here. You see this? These are Afrocentric scholars that I'm actually going to refute. You do. I hope nobody saw that. I hope nobody saw that. I hope nobody saw that. No. That's not Afrocentric scholars. That's European scholars. I saw what you did there. You presented one thing and said it's Afrocentric scholars, and then you done them quick swaps. Put the Afrocentric scholars behind your back, and then you took out the European-centric scholars, and then you tried to build your argument on Eurocentric scholars. That's what you tried to do. I was like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't know. Like, come on. Come on. And you think it's not just going to be me that can spot the BS. Like, I'm sure it's not just going to be me. That's like, you know what? That's literally like putting up a black person. You know, like black people are, you know, abominable. They're thieves. They're this. There's a black man just standing there. You know, tough, strong, hard-body black man just standing there, like, like, and you're talking about this black man. But then you say, crowd, turn your eyes real quickly, and then you get the scrawniest white man to come and stand in front of the black man. The black man goes behind, and you're presenting that. See, this black man right here, he is the worst of creatures because he's a thief. And then when the audience is looking, it's like, fam, but hold on. You're not talking about a black person. It's actually like a scrawny European person. What are you doing? Like even your Muslim brothers should actually have told you that. Like, you're not pulling the wolves over our eyes. Maybe start for Allah. You could be Majnun. Maybe. I'm never saying that. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it. Jest, but it's jest. Okay, it's jest. Like, because, like, come on, man. Like, really? Really? Anyway, someone talk, man. Someone talk.
Kalam said, come get me. Let me come get you real quick, God. Let me let y'all visualize this a little bit, right? You didn't use this book. Okay, you didn't use this book. You didn't even use this book. You didn't use that book. You didn't even use this book. Sheikh Anti-Joke. Ra'ul Nefer, who has a lot of Hindi stuff in his videos, a lot of Hindi stuff in his beliefs. But you didn't even go to those sources. You went to this. You went to Tamra El Siuda. You went to this, her other book. But you're claiming you're refuting African sources. If you want to go to African sources and refute African sources, use African sources. That's what he's trying to tell you in a nutshell. You didn't come from this. You didn't come from the pyramid text. That's an African source. European translator, this particular book, African source. Africans' bodies, Africans' stellas. Fellas, if you didn't know. Not only that, Tamra El Siuda, I think Infudisi Jehudimus was teaching Arabs in Cairo before she even opened her school. But you claim she's the forefront because she says Kemetic orthodoxy. Even in Medu Neter, Kemetic is not a word. It's not even a word. The word is Kemet. And if you ask the brother Asar Imhotep, he'll take you to an African-led language and tell you it's Sikam. And if you ask me, I'm going to tell you some other stuff. But if you're going to refute Africans, use African work. Otherwise, we have to make an analogy that we do here in America. Some of us grew up in the field. Some of us grew up in the house. You were in the house of one of the Arab brothers. We're in the field right now discussing this. Claim what you claim, brother, because you're a little younger than me. So I can speak to you on this level where these brothers cannot. I need to speak with you because you're a sheikh. You went to school to be a sheikh, but you did not go to school for Medu Neter. You didn't go to school for astrology. You didn't go for school for any of the Kamiya, the Kemetic sciences, as you would call it. We would call it the Kamiya. Go to school for that before you speak on that. or produce the text that you claim where we worship the penis. If you can't do that, I need a public apology from you and your brother who was so ashamed. Oh, it's a penis and it's a female. We're never afraid of a male-female relationship in ancient Kim. If you don't have that, you might have a problem. You understand? And I'm my brother Kalam.
I like that, you know.
Facts.
You might have a little problem, you know. Man's prudish. Oh,
penis, vagina. No, we can't be talking about that.
So profound.
Oh my God, it's so profound.
You know?
They still tell us stalk stories over there, man. We don't move like that.
You know, them virgin stories there, you know. Jeez. You know? Oh, how do you think you got here? My mother was blowed into her sleeves by my father. He blew the wind into her and she was pregnant. That's what happened. Like, okay. Say nothing, fam. Say nothing.
Got you.
Got him. All right, let me just continue this video real quickly, man. This is just fun, man. This is just fun. It really is fun. Because ignorance. Whew.
So they're called Kemetic orthodoxy. But it's not Muslim. We didn't put this together. See what I'm saying? People, we didn't put this together. So Kemetic orthodoxy website. Put in a source, just one of the same sources which I quoted from.
And what's that from?
Kemetic orthodoxy. So this is like this is something which is supposed to be the orthodox Kemetic kind of thing. Quite the same source.
And what is the source? What is it exactly?
One of the historians, Thomas. So that's just an example. That's just one example.
So as we can see where the arrow indicates us to look, we can see that the source and author of this document and piece of information is none other than an individual called Tamara al-Sauda. So now typing this name into Wikipedia, this is what I found about this individual. Okay, so her name is Tamara al-Sauda. She was born in 1969 and is an American Egyptologist and author. I've put her picture on the right-hand side of this image for you, and I've expanded it for you to see that she's not a black lady or not a black man. She is a white lady. We can see a charming white lady. She is actually the founder and current spiritual leader of Kemetic orthodoxy and the House of Neja Temple. And since July 2000, she is an initiated priestess in Haitian voodoo. We're going to speak a little bit about this further on. Before we do now, just looking down a little bit into the involvement with Kemetic orthodoxy that this lady has. So Sauda's involvement with the Kemetic religion began in 1989 when she founded Kemetic orthodoxy in none other than her college dorm room. She reports that she had previously had an experience during a Wiccan initiation ritual in which she was called by the ancient Egyptian deities to revive their worship. That's right, so she was actually called apparently by the Egyptian gods to bring people back to worship them. So after that experience, she left Wicca immediately and began studying and worship in ancient Egyptian religion with friends and students. In 1993, this group of people had grown substantially and gained legal recognition in the state of Illinois as the House of Neja Kemetic Orthodox Temple. In 1999, the House of Neja and the Kemetic Orthodox faith was granted non-profit status by federal government. So moving down, we learned to see that Sauda actually traveled to Egypt and claims to have undergone coronation rituals to assume the religious title of Nisit. So this is what she's actually called now by her followers, and she refers to herself as Nisit as well in many articles. Or Pharaoh. She's considered by her followers to be the vicar of the divine spirit and is recognized by the House of Neja to be the current incarnation of the kingly Ka, or invested spirit of no other than the Egyptian god Horus. As Nisit, Sauda provides spiritual guidance and leadership to the members of Kemetic orthodoxy. It goes even more deep now, guys. Yeah, check this out. So Sauda's actually been a member with Haitian voodoo since July 2001, a long time. She initiated a lot of magical ceremonies. We can learn about this not only in this Wikipedia article, on her website. Sauda's own voodoo house is in the lineage of Belflagini, okay, was based in the Chicago area. She considers voodoo not as her religion, but as a spiritual and magical service in honor of Haitian and Native American ancestors. As a Mambo, she's known as Mambo T, or by her public initiatory name of Mambo Cheetah Time. So now we can go over to the website now, and as you can see, you can take a look into a few different articles and statements that she has put out. Right, people, now go into the official Kemetic Orthodoxy website, which is www.kemet.org. I'm in the About section. If you scroll on one of the tabs on the top that says Kemetic
Hell no. Yeah.
So that's what it was getting too boring for me. It's getting too boring for me. You know, it's getting too boring. So now, okay, unfortunately, like I'm not even gonna say anything bad about this woman at all. It's far be it from me to do that. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about her. She's in her right to do what she's doing. That's number one. I'm not gonna say that she's wrong for doing what she's doing. If she chooses to do that and she has followers, I don't want to speak negatively about another leader within their community and their community as well. So I don't want to do that at all. But I'm actually going to now attack the argument. I think the argument here is that she is a white woman, a charming white woman. She's not a black woman, she's a white woman. Okay. And you want to kind of insinuate to everybody, now I'm actually reading your comments, that, you know, that she founded Kemet and that we are now her subjects, because she's in a suit. That means she's a pharaoh, right? So we're now her subjects and we follow her. We follow her. We follow her. Unfortunately, I haven't actually bought any books from her yet. I should actually buy some of her books and see what she's up to and what she gets up to. But I haven't as of yet. I just want to say to yourself, like, really? 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 You think this is where we get our information from? You do think that, don't you? That's what's so sad about it. Like Kemet, I'm talking about, you know what Kemet is? It's like, we're talking about ancient Egypt. We're talking about, you know, books that are the oldest books in the world, the oldest inscriptions in the world. We go to these places. We literally take, you know, field trips to these places. We go there, we study, we read what's actually on the walls that's been there for 5,000 years. We've got papyruses in our collections, yeah, that we read. 4,000, 3.5 to 4,000 papyruses we've got in our possessions that we read. I'm gonna go to a woman that just started something up, you know, yesteryear. You think that she's even a lineage of where we get our scholarship from? Like, really? And you're talking about you know that we are Afrocentrics. Does this woman appear to be Afrocentric? Does this woman teach Afrocentrism? I don't know. Again, I'm going to say, like, it's like me right now, you know, creating a website called Islam Orthodoxy. And I am, you know, Sheikh Ayatollah Imam such and such, Kalam L. Are you really going to take that website and me serious to say this is how Islam started? Or that this website and this people have Muslims following them? Like, you're not going to say that. You're not. So I don't know why you come with these silly arguments for. Like, why do you even do it? Like, it's just embarrassing. Like, do you really see, like, I don't know if it's just me, like family members, comment section, let me know if it's embarrassing or not. No. And I'm not gonna say nothing negative about the woman, you know. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say nothing negative about the woman, because she's in her right to do what she's doing. You know, if somebody wants to set up their own community, even a Muslim community, whatever, like, you're in your right to do it. It's not to say I'm going to follow you in whatever you're doing. Now, we have scholars like someone help me, man. Dr. Ben, let me do a quick Wikipedia search, family. Let's do it. I don't know if you don't want to talk, but I'm going to do a quick Wikipedia search, like, just to show you certain things. These are some of our scholars.
Yeah, I like to know something. I like to say something quickly, Kalam. Okay. Yeah, recently, a couple of months ago, I got a series going. Part 3 coming out this night. Of the Kemetic fanatic. And I can show you right now timestamps. My show, when I was the first to even talk to woman in outside of RM. I remember he said some things maybe a year or two ago. Context.
Yeah.
And he's taking it of context. We do have those that are fanatics of Kemet. But this is not within the context of what he's talking about. He's really reaching for straws. And took it upon herself to have her own opinion. Even went to school that are highly regarded for Egyptology. Isn't that she don't know what she's talking about? She did it on her own recognizance. or what is called begging the question, which is a fallacy. Strong inherent, man. And you picture that's not there.
All right. You're cutting off a little bit, but let me just go back into it now. So let's just do this. Like, if you really, like, come on, like, we all know about Dr. Ben, right? Dr. Ben. Let's just see about Dr. Ben here. Let's see. Career and life. We know what we got here. Studies, headquarters of newly founded UNESCO of the United Nations. He said he worked to them. Where is? Tell me what was the UNESCO thing again? UNESCO conference.
UNESCO conference is
1976.
Yeah, 70s.
In the
LCU was probably like 6 years old.
And let's just look at his bibliography over here. We've got books from him 1972, 1981, 1989. Let's see. Africa Western Civilization, The Black Man of the Nile, 1989. The very year that she actually had her, special thing going on. Like Dr. Ben. What's about Asa Hilliard? Do we have anything here for Asa Hilliard? Let's just see Asa Hilliard quickly.
Pull up Leonard Jeffries too. Nile Valley movement for years. Ashra Kwesi on down. But she's the first, according to this guy.
Born in 1933. Let's just see. Afrocentrism, personal life, published works, Save Our Awakening of the African Mind. Oh, I wish we had something. Oh, let's just see here. Got one thing that's we got a date on, which is April 1990. One of his books. Let's just see. Books. Oh, 1974, 1983, 1984, 1985, 87, 2003, etc. Come on. Who else? Who did you say again? Who did you say again, my brother?
I'm saying Dr. Leonard Jeffries. Who else did I just name? Dr. Leonard Jeffries, Ashra Kwesi. There are tons of scholars. I can even a newer one. This is our brother, Ra Senku Kepper. He's in the suit in Philadelphia.
And what's about look? We have George G.M. James, born 1903, and he died in 1956. 1956, and is known for his book in 1954, The Stolen Legacy, which argues that Greek philosophy and religion originated in ancient Egypt. Imagine that. Imagine that he even died before 1970, but yet we're pulling out information from this woman, Tamara Siudra. Come on, man. I don't even want to go into it anymore, man. Like, it's just getting ridiculous now. Like, these claims are just silly. It's absolutely silly, man. And it's a shame that we actually have another black person dancing to the tune of this individual. He's trying his hardest because he's perceiving every single week at Speaker's Corner and over here on Talk with the Titans, he's perceiving that Islam is getting bashed, is getting beaten, and so forth. And again, I'm going to say to you guys, like over here, I hope none of us don't have no animosity for Islam. We don't have it. We actually don't. What we do hate, and what we do try to destroy is isfet, is lies, is deceit. That's the only thing we're doing. We're actually helping you in your own deen, in your own religion, whether you know it or not. We're actually helping you. That's what we're doing. We're actually discarding all the lies that you've been taught all these years, and we're giving you truth. That's what we're doing to you. All right, King.
I just think it's crazy. I mean, let me clarify something for Muslims first and foremost. When you go, you use it isnad, you use a chain of narrators, and you follow that chain of narrators. You don't start pulling information from a Johnny come lately concerning Islam. If you do, or someone claims to do so, you check him in on regular occasion. So let me be clear. When we say that we go follow our peoples, this is Ankh Tiffy. This is the brother Ankh Tiffy. We go to the ancestors. We don't go to byproducts. We don't go to Tamara El Ceuta. Now she may, now respect to her because she's bigging up the Remet's lifestyle. So she going to defend it. We're going to run with her on that. All right. But she wasn't the founder of anything that we move on or follow. When we need information, we go to these brothers right here. You see them? We go to their wall. We go get their information. If it's not their information, it ain't. My man Ren said, if it ain't rough, it ain't me. All right. So we telling you, if it ain't Remetz, it ain't we. So quit fronting, quit playing games. You understand? When we talk about Islam, we do what the Greeks say we did about other cultures. We stay ma'akeru, we stay true of voice. We don't lie on it. You guys are just making stuff up off your head. Oh, they worship penis worship. Like I said, produce the verse. If you can't produce the verse or the context, make a public apology to Kalam and Titans TV, first and foremost, or see me in a debate, period. Period. That's your choice. I'm going to start coming on your channel and getting on your head about it because you're 40, which means you're early in your priesthood. Don't make big mistakes when you first step into your priesthood. You're probably a brand new sheikh, so don't get shook up.
Jeez. All right, let me share my screen again. Let's get it in, family. Let's get it in. All right, I need to speed this up. I need to speed it up a little bit more. Let's see. All right.
People that are saying that no, this is not true. However, this is what they bring into in their referencing. This is what they refer back to. You know, they speak of how black man is more superior than white man. Okay, we know through Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that an Arab is not superior to a non-Arab. Nor is a non-Arab superior to an Arab. A white man is not superior.
Again, that with that same Adnan Rashid racism comments, you know, I want you to find exactly where Kalam L ever says that a black person is superior to a white person. Just show me. Otherwise, you're just bringing out these baseless claims. Very based on.
Nor is a black man superior to a white, except by orthodoxy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from kufr and shirk in all forms in this world. Ameen. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also help us to expose all of the kufr and shirk that is around us. This is very interesting, mashallah.
My brother was talking about kufr and shirk. I'm going to show you what's kufr and shirk in a little bit still. Show you what's kufr and shirk. Should we do it? I'm going to show you what's kufr and shirk. I'm going to show it from a Kemetic perspective. Brother Asar, do you have any dictionaries available? Kemetic dictionaries available?
Let me grab, I got a few right over here. Let me grab.
Let me see, what can I grab real quickly?
You want to look up Isfet?
No, I was going to look up kufr or kafir from a Kemetic perspective.
Let me see if it's in here. Kafir. Kawi. There go Kansu. Kansu's in the building.
So,
what do you need?
Kafir. Car. I'm almost there.
I'll go a quick little something. I'm gonna do this, okay? And I'm gonna break it for it right here. I'm gonna use the word kafa'u, KF apostrophe AW. Okay,
that works because you have kafa'un that's directly tied to kafa'u, so that's fine.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go to that. I'm going to go first and foremost to the captives, the kafar in a minute. I'm going to say first and foremost, you people that are lying to us or lying to the people, truth, the true kafirs, yeah, you lot are what we would consider in ancient Egypt, by you know, the Remech, yeah, the Remech, and on the temple walls you will see the kafa'u, those people who were the kafars, those people who did deny and conceal and hide the truth and were rebellious and were stubborn and practiced disorder, chaos, isfet. And it was the Pharaoh's duty to maintain order, and to destroy isfet. And on most, if not all, of the walls of Kemet, I'm talking about the temple entrance, what do you see? Do you know what you see right at the front of the temple entrance? My brothers, do you know what you see? You usually have, actually, I'm going to tell you later on.
You see the people, the people are getting held by their hair, about to feel that kopesh on their neck.
That's right. That's right. So, let's see. Let me get it in there real quickly. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do for them as well. Why is it not doing it properly? Okay, arrange windows properly. So, because they like to use the word kufar too much or kafir too much. So I've been saying, let's utilize the Kemetic version of what a kafir is. Okay? And let's call them the kafir. Where is it? So do you see that? I don't know if you see this here anyway. You got the KAP, that version. There's another version as well, but there's the KAP version, which is to take cover, to hide, to take shelter, to hide out, etc. There's that version, but that's not even the version I actually wanted to get. But let's use it for now. Let's just use it, the KA and the P version, okay? Which is kaf. Those who know, the P is interchangeable with the B, and the B is interchangeable with the, or the P is interchangeable, should I say, with the F. So when you see that, you're really seeing it as kaf or kafa, which is the other way of pronouncing it. Let me actually just get it up so you lot can see it properly. KP. I think that's it. I think it's just gonna leave it like that then. All right, let's just leave it like that. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, is just show you guys, yeah, from the Kemetic understanding that you lot are the original kafirs. You lot are the ones that originally hide the truth. You lot are the ones that originally conceal the truth. You are the ones that originally deny the truth. We bring you the truth verily, but nay, you guys do lie. So you know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna push up some Kemetic imagery right now, and I'm going to break stuff down as how we should really break stuff down. You ready, family? Talk to me.
Well, you know, you got to do that. Come on. You got to do that.
Let's go put the kopesh on the neck.
You got to do that.
Matter of fact, I found the kefeu, which is the word.
Release the kraken.
Yeah, captured troop soldiers. You a captured troop or a soldier. To seize, to grasp, to capture, to collect taxes from, to plunder. You're a kefa, or you get kefad, and you're a kefa'u, and that would be the word he's talking about in particular. there's another word that's connected to it that is the hinder parts, the backside, the rump, the tail. You're a kefa. That's how you acting, like a kefa.
Proper.
It's called an ass.
We're gonna get into that ass. No homo. So
Pause.
are you able to share your screen? I want you to bring up some Quran or Quran.com, and let's go into Surah 96. One of the very first chapters that will, if not the very first chapter.
Yes. Oh yes, go there, Kalam. You about to go in. Okay.
I want to
Inshallah, you about to go in.
96 verses from, like, let's say we can start from verse 7. We can start from verse 7 or 8 or 9. Let's start from 9, actually. Let's start from 9. Verse 9. If anybody's got a Quran, please, and they can share their screen, because I want to share my screen, but I want to give them the imagery.
Hold on a second. Let me get that. What chapter got?
96, verse 9.
The clot, Allah.
Yeah.
What surah?
See, verse 6. You said chapter 6, verse 9.
96.
Chapter 96, verse 9.
Surah 9, yeah.
I'm in Surah 83.
Surah Al-Alaq.
Surah 96. Surah.
Have you seen the one who fought the bids?
Yep. Go ahead.
Surah Al-Alaq. Surah 97 and Surah Al-Alaq. Verse 6.
Are you able to share your screen as well?
Let me try to share it again. Let me see. Oh, he's sharing right now, right?
I don't know why mine is. I don't know why mine isn't acting. Hold on, let me see something.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
I might just need you to read it out furthermore. Let's just get it read out. Let's go. Let's get it read out. I'll just share my screen and let's just read it out. Let's go. So starting from verse 9, King. Sorry, your mic is muted if you can't hear me. Your mic is muted.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And this is, you want Surah Al-Alaq?
Yeah.
Verse 9? Okay. Have you seen him who prevents a slave when he prays? Tell me if he is on the guidance or enjoins piety. Tell me if he denies and turns away. Not that Allah does see. Nay, if he ceases not, we will catch him by the forelock, a lying sinful forelock. Then let him call upon his counsel. We will call out the guards of hell. Nay, do not obey him. Fall prostrate.
Go back. Go back. I want you to say,
if he sees,
catch him by his what?
You want me to say that forelock? Nay, if he ceases not, we will catch him by the forelock, a lying sinful forelock.
A what? Repeat that again.
Let me read it again. Nay, If he ceases not, we will catch him by the forelock, a lying, sinful forelock.
Go. There you go. We're going to seize him by his lying, sinful forelock. Yeah, this is what we're doing today. We're catching them by their lying, sinful forelock. I actually want to give you those verses, yeah, in the actual Arabic. Yeah, the verse, it got here. The word here for lying is kadhab. Okay, and it has two meanings, really and truly. It means to lie, and it also means to deny. So I need to name them. We've given you guys these truths, yeah, already. And you know what you did? You lied various times throughout that video, various times in the park. You are a liar. Okay, you know who I'm talking about, right? You are a liar, number one. And number two, you denied the things that we told you. You denied them. You knew that they were truthful, but you wanted to uphold your lie more than you wanted to tell the truth. You wanted to uphold isfet more than you wanted to hold up ma'at. The Quran teaches you, you know, that falsehood should perish and truth will prevail. That teaching right there. Falsehood will perish. Isfet will perish. Okay? And ma'at or truth will prevail. But no, you wanted to lie, then you wanted to deny. Okay? And then you also, yeah, wanted to turn away. But let's let me get to the turn away part, because it also says that lying is sinful forelock. Sinful forelock. You know also that you're fully well are in error. You know, bad enough that you've lied. You've also denied the truth that you've heard. Okay. Then you fully well know that you're now in error. You're full of fault. You're very much so sinful if you carry on to persist in teaching isfet, teaching these lies. Okay. Then you turn away. You turn away. And who do you turn to? You turn to your close friends, to your protectors, your allies, your guardians, your masters, your slave masters, yeah, to perpetuate these lies. That's what you do. And I'm not talking about my Ghanaian brother here. I'm talking about Muhammad Tawheed and the rest of them. Y'all know the truth already, but you go on with the rest of your friends, the rest of your allies, and you lot come together, you connive to bring forth something that is full of lies and hate as well. And I'm talking about Adnan Rashid. I'm talking about Adnan Rashid. Yeah, you've done it before and you continue to do it again. This is the reason why, yeah, we're going to call you guys kafirs and kafa'u, because it's incumbent upon us to catch you by your lying, sinful forelocks, yeah? And do what? What comes next after we catch you by your lying, sinful forelock? Somebody tell me who knows a bit of Kemetic. Tell me what takes place next. What happens after you catch them when they're lying, sinful forelocks? Don't mute your mics, man. Y'all gotta move faster than this.
First, they throw up that peace sign. Please, brother, don't cut the neck. Please. Please. Then we make you do the dog walk, as we made the Asiatic do the dog walk when he tried to disrespect Amos. And Amos, the son of Ibana, came to get him. And we cut a hand off. Then we cut a foot off. And then soldiers count that for money. We get that papes off of you. After you do that dog walk, and then the suit grabs your neck, grabs your hair, and puts that kopesh on your neck, and Ahmed takes your soul.
Jeez. And that's exactly. And let's read. Let's just read the end of the Quran. At the end of the Quran, it tells you this as well. What does it say there? At the end of the Quran, before you should, do not obey him, but do sujood or do prostration. Before that, what does it say? Asked you to who? Get it up, family. Get it up, man. Am I the only one here who's banging on Quran? I'm the only true Muslim here. Come on, hurry up, man. Let's go.
You got me in here pulling the script, so hold on. Let me
get that Surah 96 again. Get that Surah 96 up. Let me get it up myself, even.
Then let him call upon his council of helpers. We will call out the guards of hell. Nay, do not obey him. Fall prostrate.
We'll call out
draw near to Allah.
Hold on. Before you even go to that, what will they be doing? They'll be calling out for their allies.
Let him call upon his council. Call your counsel. We will call out the guards of hell. No, nay, do not obey.
Hold on. And you know, once we're catching you by your lying, sinful forelock, and we now call out the guards of hell, you know what that takes place next? That means your neck has been chopped off. Your head has been chopped off. And where shall you be residing? This is where you should be residing. Hell. Okay? And these are the guardians over hell. And do you see there? Your head is gone. Your head is gone. That's what takes place. Yeah? You would then be thrown into hell, headless. Your power to be an active and creative force is no more. Your lips are shut. Your mouth is sealed. Your tongue is null and void. It's empty. Your eyes cannot see. Your ears cannot hear anymore, because we've taken that away from you, from your lying, sinful forelock. You're sinful. Stop it. Y'all are devils. I'm going to say it again. I got that spirit of Elijah Muhammad in me. I got that spirit of Khalid Muhammad in me. Y'all are liars. It's only a liar that asks such a question. Y'all are liars, man. Come on, man. Devils. About your devilishment, man. Stop it. Stop it. This whole black supremacy narrative that you're trying to force onto us, that we're racist. Stop it. This stuff that we're penis worshippers and vagina worshippers. Stop it. And then you don't want to call us kufr and do shirk. Stop it. Stop it. Fully well stop it before we start calling you kuffars and actually mean it and start striking off your heads, because it teaches us to do that in our scriptures. Y'all want to say that we're practicing y'all want to say that we're practicing shirk, but then you lot are the ones who are circulating the Kaaba and bowing down to a rock, a dead, dumb rock, a rock that can never hear you or see you, a rock that can never harm you or cause you any benefit or any good, but y'all still bowing down to it, and for no other reason because you saw a next man do it. On the day of judgment, when you're questioned, they're going to question you. Why did you do this? I did it because everybody else was doing it. Stop it. Y'all ain't got no heads. You lot are headless already. You lot don't even know how to think. And then you want to call other people shirk or practicing kufr. The biggest kufr of them all. But shout out to my true Muslims. Shout out to my true Muslims. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to these guys now, who are the kafa'u.
Real Muslims don't tell stories like that.
Proper kafir based upon Islam, though, like on what they're talking about, because they got their Tawheed all messed up. They still haven't taken their proper medicine that Gabs gave them. They're still talking about that the Quran talks about that Allah created nothing, and the Quran says nothing of the sort.
Teach, brother, man. See, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut right now. Yeah, I want everybody to mute their mics, and I'm gonna get my Moorish brother to spit the truth, because he put out a video. He put out a video on this. Yeah, he's a Muslim brother. Tell your story, my brother. Tell your story, and let it be known. This is a Muslim brother that's coming onto the channel right now. Peace, Islam. Go ahead, King.
Peace, family. Islam. First, I rise giving praises to Allah, and I give honors to all true and divine prophets, including the Kemetic ones. As the Quran states that every nation and tribe gets a prophet. So first of all, we need to start approaching the Kemetic brethren as Muslims with a whole bunch of respect, because our information says that they also have a prophet. Not only does it say that they have a prophet, but we're talking about coming from the lineage of Ishmael in a lot of senses, right? And we know that his mother was Egyptian and went back and got a wife for him, and his seed was Egyptian, right? So let's pump the brakes real quick, and let's just deal with the fact that Brother Gabs came at y'all and gave y'all some proper medicine. He did so respectfully. Right? And when I saw Brother Muhammad Tawheed's responses to him talking about a law created from nothing, and then went on to read the verse in the Quran where it says that he created from water, I'm like, okay, praise Allah. He's gonna apologize and say he got it wrong. Nah, he went and doubled down on it, tripled down on it, quadrupled down on it. Nah, it doesn't make any sense, fam. It doesn't make any sense in any way, shape, or form. So I felt the need to respond and do dawah to my brothers, right? Because y'all do some good work out there on Speaker's Corner. I'm not gonna hate on all the work you do. You do some good work out there. But I noticed with your conversation with the brethren, with the Kemetic brethren that it turned into like a tit for tat. You're trying to prove people wrong and you're not listening. You're not acting like that there was a Kemetic prophet ever. You're acting like they don't have Tawheed. You're trying to tell them where they stole it and try to say that they're saying that y'all borrowed it from them, and they're not really making the claim. They're just talking about them being what they are, and y'all acting like. And the brother Muhammad Tawheed, look, I gotta call you up personally, bro, because I got at you on the side, right? I try to be peaceful with you, right, and do dawah with you peacefully on the side. I sent you my video. I didn't spam your page. I sent you a personal message with the video. And I explained to you what the whole deal was. I explained to you the fact that it was a sincere dawah. It wasn't a challenge to you, brothers. It was a sincere dawah to you, brothers. And then you try to tell me that I don't seem like I'm Muslim because it seems like my page on my Facebook page is pro-black. Excuse me, I can't be pro-black and be Muslim. I can't be of proud African descent and also be Muslim. I don't understand that, because you went and go talk to a so-called black Muslim. And I told you off the top that I'm Moorish.
So
off
sorry,
the top.
sorry to I don't mean to interrupt you, but he said what? Could you give us the exact words he said, please, so we can know?
Hold on, let me pull up my joint real quick. Because at first he was all about it, because it seemed like, oh, I'm Muslim, so I'm doing a rebuttal to the Kemetic brothers. I was like, nah. This is, hold on. He says, mashallah, let's talk one day this week over a phone call. Maybe we can put something productive into this, inshallah. I got to run, but I'd very much like to speak with you, inshallah. He says, are you a Muslim? I say, I am. He says, oh, okay, so this video refutes the Kemetic claims. I say, actually, brother, it's dawah to the Muslim brothers that were making claims that didn't line up with the Quran. You brothers do fantastic work for Allah at Speaker's Corner. However, in this instance, many of the brothers were not correct. This is merely an invitation to the truth of Tawheed, not a challenge, brother. Dawah. I mean that in all sincerity. And then he responds, because I noticed Kalam's comment. He doesn't comment positively on call to Tawheed without agenda. That's why I asked. That led me to your page, your Facebook profile, and didn't seem anything pro-Islam, just pro-black. So led me to ask you if you were Muslim. And then I said, Kalam respected the method I use. I stick to the Quran and keep to its proofs. I confirm how Allah created the universe via the Quran, and to clear up any confusion for brothers that would lose faith from less than accurate arguments. Then he says, thanks, brother. How come your Facebook page is all pro-black and not pro-Islam? And then I said, you didn't see the rather large banner in Arabic and English speaking on the Treaty of Peace and Friendship with Morocco in America. I'm a Moor, brother. And then he goes on to say, it's just confusing. Your Facebook page seems like a Kemet page, looking at your photos. Nothing on Islam, nothing on Quran or Hadith. And I say, I'm a Moorish American Muslim. And he said, all photos of black people and paintings of black people. My family, I respond, my family is of African descent. I'm Moorish. And then he said, you're saying you're advising brothers about pure Tawheed and Dawah, but your page doesn't show anything Islamic, just black. So I don't understand. Like, so in the video with Gabs, you're talking about like all you have a whole bunch of black friends, the so-called colored friends, and you're trying to buddy up to Gabs and talk about how you respect his mother. Yeah, you whoop-de-whoop, but on the side with me, it seems like I'm not allowed to be a Muslim to your satisfaction because I represent being of African descent. Someone's got to break that one down to me. There's something not sincere with that. And on top of that, I'm confused. I'm double confused because you put that video out with the black Muslim brother a few hours before we had this conversation, and I didn't even see it. I saw it afterwards, and I'm seeing that the first citation you put in your video is for Ivan van Sertima, you know what I'm saying, and for his book on the Moors, right? Golden Age of the Moors. So you obviously, if you don't know who the Moors are, you're saying that you do, and then telling me on the side that I can't be Moorish and be a Muslim. Someone's got to break that down to me. But beyond that, I still need to understand your concept of Tawheed, because clearly the Quran of Mecca says in 3 places that Allah Ta'ala created the universe from water, and then in another place, smoke or vapor or gas. But you're out here, and many other Muslims are pushing this concept that he created it from nothing. Please show me one ayat that says that. I yield the floor.
This is where you just have to drop the bomb. Drop the whatchamacallit.
Wow. Drop the mic.
I just snuck. Drop the mic, man. I just snuck away to get some food, but drop the mic, man. Drop the mic. Jeez.
Can't go after that. You can go after that. Get me? Brother spoke some real truth there. Sound like some sneaky action. Sounds like some kufa. Some covering the truth.
Mate. You know, there's so much more that I wanted to go through in this video. How long we've been on for now? Let me just quickly check, because I don't want to go on for too long. And family, man, hit up the like button, man. We have over like 150 people tuned in right now, and you lot are not hitting the like button. What's going on? What's actually going on? Where's the love at, man? Where's the love? All right. So hold on. Please share my screen. I don't think I'm going to go through all of these things because we're actually pressed for time, and I want to make it palatable. So there's other things in there. So we talked about black supremacy. You know, I wanted to say that we're doing kafir and shirk, and I wanted to pull out something else. You know, to do the Black History Heroes website and you know things like that. I was like, But anyways, then they say that they worship the sun, something on that as well, and then talking about the satanic people worshipped towards the east. So because satanic people worship towards the east, therefore the Kemets worship towards the east as well. Therefore, they're now part of the satanic. They're now satanic. I'm like, wow.
Hold on, Kalam. Don't Muslims pray to the east?
They do, but they
or am I wrong?
They do, but they will now say that they pray towards the Qibla, which so happens to be in the east or southeast. So it just so happens to be in the east. Hence the reason why they pray to it.
Okay.
But that's another story. That's another story right there.
You're claiming that people who pray to the east are what? Satanic.
Satanic, because satanic worshippers supposedly worship towards the east. Therefore, anybody who worships towards the east are now satanic worshippers.
Okay. As long as we're
although Kemet predates any concept of Satan.
Yeah.
Predates any concept of Satan. It's like somebody now, yeah.
We pray to the west anyway. Asar set in the west.
Exactly.
So if they don't know the west, they better get it correct. They don't know the directions.
That's right.
Exactly. So I didn't even want to entertain it, I didn't want to entertain it. It's like me, saying now, like, anybody who prays, at Fajr time is now satanic worshippers. Oh, look, Muslims pray at Fajr, so now they're satanic worshippers. Like, it's just nonsense argumentations. Like, I don't even want to even waste my time on it. And then they was talking about slavery built pyramids and female body parts again. They're reiterating the same thing. Let me just quickly go to it real quickly. It's at the hour mark. I don't even know why I'm even doing this. This is just really silly, but let me just quickly do it. That I actually put something up. Let's see.
In my mind, definitely because of the information on them as well and how they look now. We are seeing a rise in the amount, or at least in Speakers Corner where we give that hour, we see a rise in the amount of black people that claim to have Kemetic belief. I have not once yet, I'm not saying that there isn't, but I have never once met someone who says that they have Kemetic belief that isn't black. And this brings across an ideology of irony in my mind, definitely, because of the information that you earlier put out. The fact that it was Islam that actually brought the tolerance towards black people and eradicate the ideology of racism in Egypt. So could you please expand on this for us, inshallah?
That's a good question. So, essentially, Islam, therefore, what it brought to Egypt was a sense of justice and tolerance. As I said, a lot of the people who weren't Muslim, they were crying for the Muslims to come in. We're talking about this. We're just talking about the conquest, the Islamic conquest of Egypt now. I'm just talking about that now. That they were calling and beseeching Muslims to come because it was just ruled by tyranny at the time. And the fact that it was the Muslims which kind of brought this egalitarian notion of, particularly with regards to race now, because we have something clear now with regard to clear historical source, which documents about the Muslims going to Egypt. So it's something which warrants further research. So we're not sure why people are kind of, it's like people don't want to. Let me give an example. This is a side point, but it's relevant. is that I've seen on in Brixton as well, even in Brixton. We have not many, there's a few Hebrew Israelites. I've seen them in some of the ones in America, New York, they do as well. But they've got like a poster, and they say, "You are not African, and we are not African," and then they put like pictures of like, what they do. They put pictures.
Unfortunately, I didn't even get the right thing. But needless to say, what he was actually saying is that previously, what was it? Now, when
that was like Zechariah 5.0. Snap. But I hear you, Kalam.
Yeah, Tawheed wanted to run with it and basically say, "Oh, look at that! You know, the rulers of Kemet were racist towards black people, yet they follow this system." Lord God, like we actually taking Islamic sources for gospel here, and it's talking about the Mukakus. That's who they're talking about. Do you realize that this is not a native Egyptian? Do you realize, actually, do you know what the word Mukakus means? Let's go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia is your friend anyway. Basic stuff for you. Just basic stuff. Just basic. Before you make these silly claims. Meaning Caucasian, a person from the region of the mountains. So, whoever the Muslims came in contact with, whoever Muhammad came in contact with, who was supposedly the ruler of Egypt, was a Caucasian. Actually gave them the name Picassus, meaning Caucasian. You come from the Caucasus Mountains. And you wonder why these individuals were being racist. And furthermore, you don't even know who it is. Some say it was actually the Cyrus of Alexandria, and other people say it actually was a Persian. Do we have the Persian's name? I can't remember. Do we have the Persian's name somewhere? So it's a Persian. So these are two, non-African, non-native Egyptian people who your records say was racist. So why would you want to throw that onto the ancient Egyptians as though the ancient Egyptians were racist towards black people to try to win some points? I don't know, fam. I really don't know. That's like going, during the time of apartheid, and the South Africans, the white South Africans or the Afrikaners or whatever they're called, and it's like saying, oh, look, the Afrikaners are racist towards black people. Yet the the Kemets or whoever else really revere the native Africans. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? I don't know if you actually, I don't know if it was just me that's over intellectualizing things, or if it's just basic common sense. These people were invaders that was ruling at this time. It was not the native individuals, just like the Afrikaners are not the native South African people. They're invaders that were oppressing the native people. Does that make sense? But you want to try to win brownie points from that? This is how I know, you're not well educated. You're not studied. I've watched your videos, like, wallah, your videos, Muhammad Tawheed, I actually respect you. The first time I came to speak to you, it's because I actually respected you, I thought, like, I've watched your videos, you're doing a good job. I like the way you invite people towards Islam. Like, I saw it, it was very professionally did. Like, I'll give you your credit where credit is due. Very well, very professional, very articulate, very eloquent. You sound like you're very knowledgeable in the field that you're actually speaking about. It was very well done. It was like, I was impressed. I'm gonna be real with you. I'll be real with you. Like, I'm impressed by you and your presence and how you deliver your stuff. Very much so impressed. But I'm also aware, based upon your own mouths, you know, out your own mouth, your own words, stating that you know, you never debated an atheist. Maybe because the last video you did with an atheist got over 1 million views, yeah, where he was just getting in on you. But you said you never do you never do another video with, or you never do stuff with atheists because you don't know the information or you do not know the atheist arguments. Clearly, my brother, you do not know the Kemetic arguments, know the Kemetic information. So please, I beg of you, stop it. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, leave this sheikh alone. Leave this ustad alone. Leave this scholar alone. Stop trying to score a person, because you pale in knowledge compared to him, number one. And then you put forward these random nonsense. I fear for you. I fear for you on the day of judgment, because Allah will ask you, did you mislead people? These people explain this thing to you, but you still continued to profess ignorance and lies. Like, I'm sure there is a place in hell for you for that. I'm not saying you're going to hell. I'm sure that there is a place in hell for those people who were kafirs, who concealed the truth and lied, knowing the truth as well, to their awliya, to their leaders, or to their friends and allies. Like, stop it. Stop it. Just stop it, man. Just stop it. That's all I got to say, man. Stop it. Save yourself the embarrassment, because I'm just being soft with you right now. I'm actually being soft with you. I can go into much more detail with all of this. I'm being soft. No time for it, because it's just nonsense. I actually wanted to do some real good stuff. Shout out to my black Muslims out there. You know what? We're coming to Black History Month, and I have a video prior, and it's called "What Color Was the Prophet Muhammad?" I done an excellent video. Like, it helps you. It will empower you. Okay, it will empower you. This video is done like years ago. It will empower you. But I'm gonna you know, bring it up to speed into this era and into this time, and I'm gonna show you about the Africans within inside of the Quran, the Africans within side of Islam. I'm going to show you the Africanness of the Prophet Muhammad. I know, you know, you've been hearing that people say, oh, Muhammad was a white man and so forth. I'm going to actually help you and show you where these individuals were brown-skinned individuals, black-skinned individuals, the less talked about Prophet Muhammad. You know, in ways there. I'm going to teach you about the Ethiopian connections and all those things there, so you can have a sense of identity. You could have a sense of empowerment. You could have a sense of pride inside of yourself, instead of letting people think that you're the bottom of the barrel. You know, ways there. I'm actually working on something like that to give to you guys, so you can actually have it as a nice peace offering. But then I got called just to do something silly like this that's just going to take me off the. I just wasted a day of actually giving you guys something that's knowledgeable. It's actually taking another day off my life when I'm actually going to show you guys stuff like where you guys don't know enough about the soul, because Allah only gave you a little knowledge about the soul. And the Quran teaches you, go to those who have knowledge. Go to the people of the scripture if you're in doubt, because clearly they have more knowledge than you. Different type of knowledge than you, a much more advanced knowledge than you. So where you're going to fall short, I was going to actually help you and say, this is from the Kemetic school of thought. This is what it is. I was even going to help you where you fall short, where you could only stop at the waters or stop at the smoke. I was going to go a little bit further more to show you about cosmology and show you what's going on. Show you from the Kemetic point of view how the universe came into existence. Show you a bit more from the Kemetic point of view, what is the deity, who is the deity, and why is the deity. I was going to go into that for you, to help you guys, to help the whole community out there, whether you're Muslim, Kemetic, Hebrew, Israelite, Christian, whatever, you will be enlightened by this. But I got sidetracked to do something like this just because it's Isfet that's pushed out into the atmosphere. And who would I be? You know, who would I be if I let this ish roll? I've done stuff in the past where people are making Islamophobic stuff and I'm like, I let it pass, I let it roll, you know, and then other people are getting confused by it because I didn't address it, because I thought it was beneath me. You know, in ways there, because a lion doesn't concern himself with what exactly what those lesser than him are thinking and talking about. I don't care. But guess what? Other people care. So now I have to actually do a response video. I don't even want to do it because I don't even want to be caught up into the framework where, you know, the Machiavellian techniques where an outsider now causes two insiders or two black brothers to be going head to head with each other. I don't even want, you know what I mean? They can't do it themselves. So what they have to do is get other people involved. And those other people look like me and look like you. You know what I mean? It's there. And then it's going to look a certain way. And then it's going to perpetuate like the whole myth of, you know, we don't care about black brothers or care about Muslim brothers and all the things there, which couldn't be further from the truth. Couldn't be further from the truth. The reason why I even focus on Islam so much is because we have so much African black brothers that come up to me and talk to me and speak these certain things to me. I got elders that speak to me and saying, Kalam, you need to release certain information for other black people. You need to give them the shock tactics to wake them up. You know what I'm ways there, so they could be on something proper. Get them away. When I use the term Aryan, Asian, Arab, white slave masters, get them away from that type of doctrine. Because we don't want to see our black brothers blowing themselves up, doing all those things there. Yeah, we don't want to see our black brothers going around trying to behead people. We want to see brothers driving, you know, cars and buses and vans into other people. We don't want our black brothers to be going to Syria, Afghanistan, and all these other places which they are actually doing right now and joining places like Syria. Can you wake them up for us? Can you get them back onto al-haq, get them back onto the deen, get them back onto the true way of life? Can you do it for us? And sometimes my brothers, they want to do it themselves, but they feel as though they're going to be ostracized. So guess what? I don't mind being the black sheep. I don't mind being a sacrificial lamb, yeah, to help my brothers out, because y'all need it, because y'all been force-fed this falsehood for the longest. And I'm actually here to help you. I'm actually here to help you. Then after I've helped you, I can focus on my Christian brothers and sisters up in that, and I can teach it to you from that perspective. The reason why we don't even concentrate on the Christians right now, why? Because a lot of them are clued up. They're on point. We don't even have many disagreements with each other because they know they've scriptures before them. They've got the Kitab, they've got the Bible, they've got those books, and they can read it with discernment. Where you guys are cut off from spirituality completely. I'm not saying that the Bible is the best way to go or the way to go, but at least the Bible has certain jewels, okay, or has the freedom where you can read it and your soul could interpret it. Your divine connection could give you the answers. But with Islam, guess what? Allah said that Muhammad, supposedly, I'm not saying it does, is the last messenger and there's no other prophets. So guess what? The power, the spirit of Allah can no longer dwell inside of man again. So you're cut off from that connection with the creator, where you can ask the creator certain questions and the creator now comes to you and gives you the answers. You ain't got that again. You're completely cut off. There's a word for that, man. I can't remember the word for that right now, but being cut off. You know, you could be cut off like from your blood lineage where you can't have any more children, and you could also be cut off spiritually. That link, that silsa that links you back to the Most High has been severed to you guys. But anyways, man, too much talking, man. Too much talking. Y'all jump in, man. Y'all jump in before we shut it down. Who wants to jump in? Y'all need to jump in. Take the mic.
Okay, me then. Yeah, I think yeah, these guys, especially I've realized who the guy is. He's Zachariah 5.0 mixed with a little Steven from Django. So you won't say it, but I will. You get what I'm saying? That guy was 100% trash, and you're right. You get what I'm saying? They always use our own to get us. This sounds like a familiar story, though, Kalam. You know, when some people try to plot against Sarah. You know what I'm saying? But now we're getting character assassinated, and now it's Kalam's turn. I think that's completely unfair. You get what I'm saying? These men are doing reverse racism, revitiligo or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. Uncle Ruckus. There's some Islamic Uncle Ruckus going on. Do you know what I'm saying? These men are insincere, you know what I mean? And I think honestly, we shouldn't cast pearls amongst swine. So we're only disseminating this information to the honest people, the people of truth. You know what I'm saying? Them Dajjal and Kafar can they seem to control this mainstream Islam. So we ain't dealing mainstream. We do as everything I do. I go with the underdog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with the Islamic underdogs, maybe a Shia or a Sufi. You know what I'm saying? Because these Sunnis right now, boy, they're really going in. You know what I'm saying? They're really going in. So some people need to get the game tight. Because we're coming to get you. You get what I'm saying? You're messing up all over the place. You know what I mean? We said we will allow you Kemet because, you know, it's better to say Egypt. Yeah, but even saying Kemet, as I said, you trapped in certain time schedule and paradigm. But, you know, we'll address that when you feel confident to have a debate and stop talking about feces. So, yeah, I'm going to mute my mic for a bit.
Real talk. It's really a matter of respect, you know, and you hate to see a lot of these characters with their disrespect. I mean, for a sheikh, you have to study. You know, it's a respected position. I know because you took it from him. You take it like a him Netcha would, a him Ka would. You know, so we study the same way. You know, when you reach Wab status, you know, we just can't claim Ampu the priest. You know, if I haven't gone to mortician school, that's a thing that we can't claim. When you bring these philosophies that you have and all these judgments against Kemet, then I expect you to at least do the due diligence and read the verses. Even your Quran can't produce the Nasu Beti's name that supposedly drowned in the water. So your God didn't even do the due diligence. You understand me? So produce what you claim. You say that there's a phallus text being penises and then possibly the female crotch area. If you can't produce it, stop lying to the people, period. Stop. Muslims are supposed to be truthful. Truth bangs falsehood and knocks out its brain, is what the verse says. You keep putting foolishness in ignorance's brain and assisting it. So you're doing the opposite of being a Muslim. You understand? When you tell lies, that's no good. And don't tell me that story about it was okay for Abraham to lie, because I don't want to hear that, B. He did that on Ramet's time as well. And we don't even believe he existed. But since you tell the story, we know Abraham told a lie. He's the father of your faith. I need you to come clean. I need you to start acting ma'akeru, truth-bearing, truth-speaking, truth-like. Or shut your situation down and come to what birthed you in the first place. Okay? There's certain things you borrow from the Hebrews. We know where the Hebrews got it from. You understand? So it's difficult for you to maneuver around us with falsehood. Nor do we expect falsehood to come from you. So stop doing these weird, weak interviews. If you want to debate, set up the debate. Let's discuss it. We'll bum rush it and then hush it. If you don't want to debate, you don't want the Kemetic problem, as you call it, the Kemets, that ain't even a word. Kemet's problem. You don't want to discuss Shemsu Heru, following of the methods of Heru. Stop bringing it up. Stop bringing it up and stop being disrespectful in your mannerisms. Because I'm telling you, if you sit down, if you make the accident to debate with one of us, if you do it, I'm gonna just speak for me. If you pick a debate with me, I know my brother Kalam will tackle you wholeheartedly. I know the Ox on here, the Moorish brother, I know they'll tackle you wholeheartedly. But if you mess up and make the mistake and debate with me, you're going to find out stuff about your history, about your spirituality system, from its birthing points, that you probably did not want to find out. You think Shaka Amos be on your heads. You don't want me to sit down and do a PowerPoint on you. It'll be nasty. So good Kiffin can keep the respect. I'm a hush from there. I'm just, y'all know what it is. Stop playing games.
Peace. I have absolutely no wish to debate my brothers. However, what I do wish to do is sit down and come to common terms with my brothers, because y'all are claiming to be Muslims at this point, and I'm saying nicely claiming to be Muslims, because I see y'all causing a whole bunch of fitna on purpose, and on top of that, you're not even standing on the Quran, you're standing on the Hadith and holding them above the Quran and the scholars thereof. So we got to clear up a whole bunch of stuff if y'all want to start calling yourselves Muslims and start telling other people they aren't Muslims. So I'm gonna leave it on that. Peace.
Facts.
We're gonna promote Islam or we're gonna promote Arabism. We gotta make a decision.
Them wise words there.
Facts.
You know? Facts. See, I'm more down for Islam. This Arabism, I don't know so much. What I'm gonna do is close down the show right now. But before I do that, I'm gonna give you guys a little opportunity. If you would like to come on the panel real quickly, share the link.
Share the link to them. And really, I'm gonna tell y'all, keep it cordial, because if I have to start talking about the Hitler connection with Mufti Islam, if we have to start talking about your actual past, it's gonna get kind of wild in here. You understand? And those won't be lies. Those will be actualities.
Sahih Hadith. You know what I'm saying?
So,
yeah.
Big up.
Real text. Yeah, real text room. Yeah. What Saracen you about? No, that nigga got something to say.
You know what else? I was, you know what? Should I make mention of this? Should I? I think I will. I'm disappointed, you know. Yeah, I'm disappointed. Let me just show you who I'm disappointed with. Let me see, who's this? Who we got in here? Pio's joined us. Somebody named Sam has joined us as well. So Street Odin, man, Street Odin TV. I know you're most probably watching. That's just saying. I'm disappointed in you. You know, I'm actually disappointed in you. Let me tell you why I'm disappointed in you. Whew, Isaac Ishmael finally in the building. Was good, King.
Man, hey.
So let me just
I'm gonna tell you.
let me just read this out. So you know, about 18 on the last Muhammad Tawheed breakdown video, he posted this: brothers and sisters, this is Hussein Thomas from Speaker's Corner. Why are you still? Can I get everybody to mute their mics, please? Just mute your mics, family. Excellent. So he says here, why are you still subscribed to this channel? And why do you keep going on these shows? This is clearly a channel against Islam, and you're supporting it. Kalam has way more videos against Islam than teaching Kemeticism. How can you support a person who takes shots at your faith 24/7? He has no content himself to teach, so he can't spend time teaching Kemet. So 90% of his videos are about Islam, because videos with the title Islam and Muslims and Quran get lots of views. I blame you Muslims for giving him attention. Without you, his channel has nothing and gets no views. Family, first of all, Hussein Thomas, Streets Odin, Hussein Thomas. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. I know you've stopped subscribing to the channel. You was a subscriber before, and you're actually trying to boycott and get other people to boycott the channel. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on your sinful forelock. Shame on you. That's all I got to say to you. You know, it's shame on you for that. Instead of you actually posting up some form of refutation to what took place within inside of the video, what did you decide to do? What did you decide to do? You came under the comment section to whine like a little girl. Muslims, Why are you watching Titans TV for? We have no refutation. So please don't even ask us these questions when you enter into our mosque or our masjid, because we're going to lie to your face and make you think that we're right. But clearly we don't have any answers. Like, stop it, man. Stop it. Stop being a crybaby. Stop being a crybaby. You do realize, yeah, like, I actually took my time out to focus on my UK family. Guys, my UK family, a lot of them are mixed up. I'm talking about my black brothers and sisters right now. Are actually mixed up in Islam. And I don't mind them being mixed up in Islam. Like, I got my brother from America over here. He's a Moor. Salute to him. He doesn't have this corrupted ideology that most Muslims over here in the UK have. He's all right. You see what I'm saying? He knows himself to the point that worried. I'm talking about not you. I'm talking about Muhammad Tawheed and whoever else is worried about it, because all he can see is African stuff, Moorish stuff, or Arab stuff, or that Aryan stuff. They're not seeing it on his channel or seeing it on his Facebook and so forth. You know what you don't realize, my black brothers, these Asian, Aryan, white Arabs, yeah, that have some form of superiority complex, they're not going to be happy with you actually having your identity and being in a position of power. They don't want you there. They want you subservient. They want you subservient. Look at the way he spoke to my brother, my Moorish brother. Look at the way he spoke with him. He's another Muslim brother and he's doing takfir on him. Imagine that, because he saw too many African pictures up on his Facebook. This visible reality that you're hearing about right now is what's been taking place in the invisible realm, meaning in their minds. This is the way they think about you guys. They're happy as long as you're a good Negro. As Adnan says, I like Kalam because he's a good kafir. They're happy as long as you're a good kafir or a good Muslim, which means that means is you're happy as long as their slave or this non-believer doesn't overtalk us, or doesn't, how can I put it, go against what we're saying and falls in line with the status quo. I'm trying to resurrect you guys. I want you to stay in Islam. I don't want you to be a Kemet. I've said that 100% of the time, all the time. I do not come to Speaker's Corner. I do not do videos to convert people. The only thing that I want you guys to do is to be critical thinkers. Be more critical. Utilize logic. That's all I'm asking you to do, you know. Utilize logic and utilize critical thinking. Stay in your religion. If your religion makes you happy, stay there. But just think and stop blindly following and accepting stuff. Just don't do it. Just question stuff and stop running back to these ones for the answers. You have the connection. Like, you've got eyes, you've got ears. You can read the Quran yourself if you're reading the Arabic, right? Do you really need somebody else to tell you the answer? And not just that, somebody else who don't even look like you, that have a political agenda, have a social and superiority complex over you as well, telling you stuff. Do you really need that? I've always said to you, especially I'm speaking to my black Muslims right now, I don't want to convert you. I rather you have your culture and identity in place. And once you have your culture and identity in place, you re-Africanize your Islam. You re-Africanize your Islam and you place leaders, or you place people in positions of power, okay, who have an Afrocentric or their people first mentality. That's all I'm saying to you, because every other people have that in place for themselves. Asians have that for themselves. All of the halal butchers, they've got that on lock. You've seen how they're owning all of those shops. They've got that on lock. You've seen how they're wearing their own clothes. They've even got their own mosques speaking Urdu. They've got that. Their mosques are speaking Urdu. Some of them is not even speaking Arabic. It's speaking Urdu because they didn't even like the Arabic. They rather have it in their own language. But imagine if you now, my brother, had a Quran in Yoruba, or you had the Quran in Swahili or something else. I don't even know what countries you're from originally, or a Patois Quran, whatever it is. Do you know what type of upheaval that would be? Do you know how they'd be looking at you guys funny? But yeah, it's okay for them to have their Farsi or their Persian Qurans, or they can have their Urdu Qurans, and it's not a problem. Fam, like, you don't need to actually like wisen up. Stop dressing like them. Dress like yourselves, man. Stop it. You can go and look and see in all of their books and stuff, yeah, they tell you, oh, you know, having a picture of the prophet is a sin. But you can go and look, just type in Wikipedia, type in Muhammad or whatever the case is, and you will see pictures of him. And he's always white, he's always Caucasian, he's always Aryan. That's the way he looks. And subconsciously, that's the way it is in your mind. You'll never see a brown skin Muhammad or black skin Muhammad. And the moment that you put up a brown skin Muhammad, stuck for Allah, they want to fight you and kill you for it. But it's okay for them to have their Persian and Aryan and white Muhammad up, isn't it? It's okay for them to make films like The Prophet and just Europeanize, or just how can I put it, Aryanize all of the members, except from the slaves, except from Bilal. Yeah, we know Bilal is black, but everybody else, even the other characters that you know is black, they're all white. Like, just peep the game, man. Peep what they're trying to do. They're trying to breed an inferiority complex in you and trying to make sure that they uphold their position of power and their superiority. Your Islam. If Islam makes you happy and it's your crutch that makes you live, stick with it. But just know yourself. That's all. Know yourself and put yourself in a position of power. And don't let anybody else take your position of power away from you. I'm so glad that my Ivory Coast brother, we even saw him last week as well, or Sunday that just gone. I'm glad my brother never bowed down or healed to the Aryan. And this is what I'm talking about, the Aryan slave master. What do I mean by that? You have now somebody who is Aryan, white, Asian, Arab, pale Arab looking, comes over, and they want to assert themselves as a position of power, as an authority. And they want you to be obedient to them, to be like, okay, stop talking now. It's my turn to talk. Don't let them be your awliya. Don't let them be your wali. Don't let them be that. Don't let them be your master. Don't let them be your master. That's what we're talking about. And don't be subservient to them. Stop it. Anytime you're subservient to another man, you're giving up your divinity. You're giving up your power and your authority to know these information. And you're being lazy and you're handing it over to somebody else to teach you the information. And for you to be subservient over. Stop it. Just know yourself. That's all I'm asking you to do. And we're not attacking Islam. I never attack Islam. I never attack the Quran. Remember when I was talking about racism in Islam and so forth, with Adnan Rashid and all them things there? I clearly said I'm not talking about the Quran. Some people may put forward that the Quran is racist, but me, Kalam, I've never said those things there. Never. I'm actually attacking the people within inside of Islam, the scholars, the people who are put in position of powers, the jurists and everybody like that. Power. And I'm talking about the racist stuff that they're saying. I didn't say that the Prophet said anything racist, did I? You know, you have to really clock my words clear. I'm not saying it is illiterate, I must be a dummy. I'm saying this is what you're making out your Prophet to look like. You know the way he's there. You're making up all these stories about the numbers and all them things there, and you're making yourselves look bad. It's not what the Quran says, it's what you're saying. I'm not saying that, you know, Allah created from nothing. You're saying that. The Quran isn't even saying that, but you're saying it. I'm just trying to fix you up. That's what I'm doing. So family, don't think it's an attack on you. I'm not attacking you. I'm merely here as a fitna, as a trial for you, as a person to put you in the right place. You know, at the end, the day of judgment, and you're going to be questioned in the grave. What you don't realize right now, we are living in the day of judgment. We're literally living in that, because there's a lot of people who are the walking dead. I gave you this analogy time and time again, but you lot don't even realize that you lot are in your graves. And Munkar and the other angel, wherever it is, are asking you the question, asking you the question of who is your prophet. We're asking you, what is your deen? You know them ways there. We're asking you these questions. But guess what? you're faltering. You're faltering. And we're just trying to put you on the right path. So when that faithful day comes and you do pass away, yeah, you can answer those questions correctly and you will enter paradise. That's what we're doing for you. We're actually giving it to you right now. So you don't have to die in kufr. You don't have to be dying and repeating words like, oh, I just followed what the people said before. Let me actually bring up some of your books. Let me bring up some of your own works just to teach you from. Just to teach you it. Just to teach you it. I should start teaching you from Ibn Taymiyyah himself. Just to teach you guys. You know what I mean? It's there. Anyways, go ahead, man. Let me stop. I didn't want to teach you. I didn't want to go into that right now. Let me not even bring up stuff like that to teach you. Go ahead, King. Are we shutting it down? Or are we still going?
We about to shine. We got new people on the panel. We got Brother Shamman, Brother POM, Big Gavelli, and Isaac Knott. We got the Hebrew in the building. What's up, Hebrew brethren?
I don't want to speak. I'm good to shut it down.
They shy, man. They shy in here.
What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to shut it down, and then we're going to catch it up. We're going to have our private conversation. If you lot would like to join us, because we're going to close down now. Yeah, and remember to hit the like button, maybe. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, okay? We're going to shut down now. Yo. Who's that? Sound like Gabs for a hot second. Who's that? Did someone say something? Is that you, Sam? Okay. So yeah.
Nah, they never speak.
Let me quickly, actually, I haven't even read nothing. Let me quickly go.
Hey, good. Anybody out there? What's good? What's good?
There you go.
Yeah. This your boy, Isaac Knott Ishmael. I don't come on too much, but you know, I think one of the things that disturbed me over there is the brand of Islam. You get what I'm saying? Because over here, man, we got Islam cats we cool with. You know, we'll ball together, hoop together, go play pool, and it's not so much segregated. You feel me? So, you know, I look at some of the videos over there, and it's really much segregated. It's either, you know, you riding with us or you riding with them type. And I just can't get down with that. You get what I'm saying? So when me and my crew kick it, man, I got a lot of Muslim friends, you dig? But you know, there's a time we set apart where we be like, yo, if you come through tonight, you know I'm gonna bust you up with these scriptures, and he be on the other side like, yo, we gonna get it in with this Quran, and we leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? It's no, you know what I'm saying? And we'll walk out talking about, yeah, I cut you up. You know what I'm saying? No, I got you. And it's no, you know, tense situations. And when I look at the videos within the park, it's like, yo, it's a sign. You know what I'm saying? Two black people going through the same thing in society got bigger fish to fry. So, you know, to us, it's just a learning situation. You get what I'm saying?
You know what, Brother Isaac? I say this. You know from explaining that African people, black people, we never had an issue with a bunch of different religious or spirituality systems around us in our community. This is a new thing. Never had beef like, oh, yo, he a Muslim. We're not running with them. This is a new thing popping off. Very new.
Yep. That's all I had to say. I just be looking like, yo, it's crazy over there. They really like down the middle. Like it's either ride with us or you this and that. I be like, yo, I had a Muslim.
Trust me. Like, you don't even know.
Man, I sister. I can't.
You don't even know how deep that is, you know. It's so deep. Hold on. Sunday, you know, we had a group of us down there. One of our friends was giving out, he's got a clothing brand. He's giving out, you know, clothes and stuff. Clothes, hats. And one Muslim brother, you know, he gave it to one Muslim brother, a black Muslim brother, gave him a hat. There was a debate ensuing between Gabs and who was it? Ali Dawah was there. Brother Issa was there. There's a few brothers around. Okay. elder, you know, it's an actual elder, gets involved and says, I'm not listening to him. He's a kufr. And he was talking to Bilal, and Bilal was a black Muslim. It's like, wow, you just done that takfir on me. Why did he do takfir on him? Because he was wearing the brand that one of the brothers had given, like he was given a free cap, given a cap. And because the cap is something that we were wearing, he identified the cap as kufr. So they've literally made a separation and divide. They've literally done this whole tactic of separating and dividing other black Muslims from other people who are not even necessarily Kemet. They could be Rastas. They could just be free thinkers. They could be Afrocentric. They could be whatever they are. As long as they're black, okay, they're kufr to these individuals. Myself, wow. This is deep, you know. The spell is so deep. And I wish our people would just wake up and get away from these people and literally self from these people that are small-minded, so small-minded. It's unbelievable. But yeah, let's get it in, man. Let's get it in. Let's cut this bit off. So family, thank you lot for tuning in for so long. We're gonna roll out, man. We're gonna roll out, and we're gonna continue this conversation behind closed doors. Okay, Abdul Hamid says, speaking the truth, we're on Muslims and Christians always been fighting. Kemetic Ben Israel, Southern Kingdom law, what part from now? Abdul Hamid says, Kalam and Sarah created the hate in Speaker's Corner. Stephen speaks a few decades ago, it would have been where are the niggers? Now it's where are the Muslims? Okay, so anyways, if you guys would like to join us, okay, because it seems as though you're very vocal. You lot are very vocal. There you go. I'm dropping you guys the link. Come and join us, man. And family, if you're here and you can make some room for them, please drop out and make some room for them, because boy, I want our dialogue to change. I want them to be represented. And let's do this. But anyways, let me close it off now. Let me close it off. See you lot on the other side, man. Peace and love. Peace.